Hello everyone, myself Bharat Bhushan Singhal, Assistant Professor in Google Apps, Suresh Gyanvyad University, Jaipur. This is the A grade university by NAC. Now we discuss fundamental of programming language subject. Today we discuss lecture number 6. In this lecture, the students are able to understand working with string and functions. Now we start the lecture. First topic is string. What is the string? When we in previous lectures we working with the characters one by one, A, B, C, any character, then it is stored the only one byte at a time. But now we work on the group of characters, so that group of characters is called the string. That string hold the all characters like digital digits 1 2 3 1 0 to 9, and all capital A to Z, and all small a to Z, and some special characters also. So like a string is called a meaningful sentence, a meaningful words, that group of characters like a Bharat Bhushan Singhal. This is my name. So it is the a string. It is a string. Now what is the end of a string in character in C programming? How to define the string is end or not? So this character is called null in programming. Now how it is indicate in C programming? Using the /0, the null character is so. In PPT, a string like C string is so, and always a character is come into the single quotes, and a string is come with double quotes, always double quotes. So if a character and a group of character are so with double quotes, that is called string. And in C programming we use the character array to store the string. So it is the example which is so on the PPT. Then a space is also called a character in string. Remember, always remember, when you give a space into that any string, then that space is also hold in character array. It take the space one byte to store. If you want to end the string, automatically that is /0 is insert into the end. So when a character array you created, like here C space string, total character are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 characters, but in memory it take 9 bytes. Why? Because null character also take 1 byte, and it is stored like an array, so it is stored in sequential form in memory blocks. Now how to declare a string? For declaration we use same as a when we declare a array in C programming, then we declare a character array into the C program to store any string. And for fetch and for store any string directly, we use the %s, not the %c. %c used for only one character. If we want to add direct string into a array, character array, then we use a single character %s. That % store that whole string into character array by indexing 0 to end. So here is to initialize string, many formats are there. For that, if you want to direct add a string into character array, then you use double quotes. If you want to add a character one by one, then you use like this: a sorry a b c d and null. Null is compulsory. If you don't insert the null, then the end of that string is not indicated in that character array. Okay, so now we move on. Take let's another example, that is the a character array is created with 5 elements. Now we add 5 elements into that string, that a b c d e. Here we are trying to assign 6 character. The last character is null to a character array having 5 characters. This is bad. You should never do this, because you add 5 character and you declare only 5 character array. Then what is the problem? The null character is not inserted into that string, so it is a creative problem and it is show a error when we compile this string. So if null value is not inserted into character array, the end of that string is not indicated. Assigning value to string. Arrays and string are second class citizens in C. They do not support the assignment operators once it is declared. For example, if we declare character with 100 characters, then we add only C programming. So here array type is not declared, so it is a problem. Read string from the user. Now you want to add a string by the user and you want to scanf a user. Then what is the problem? Then you use the simple scanf, but when you using character C, then you use the character S. Then you type in that line, then whole line automatically insert into that character array. Like you type Bharat Bhushan Singhal, anything, any name, my name is this, my name is ye, then that all string is that line is inserted into character array automatically. But character array like a 6 character and you insert 10 character, but first 6 line character is insert into that character array. And why I say said white space is counted as a character. Now this is a simple example to create a string. Now we move on to the Dev C++ and create a string. Now I create a new file. Sorry, not project. Project is the assemble of many programs. When you create the a batch of a project, then you want to insert many C files for a project, then that project is created. Now I create only a simple program, so I create a source file only. So you give name, you create the C, then insert string, save. Now as include stdio.h, then main return 0. Now you create character array, sorry, then printf enter your name, /n, and that's it. And now scanf and %s. Here we use the percent s, not percent c. So here address of which address? C. So here one thing I saw, I didn't use the array. When you use the s, then you didn't use the array symbol. If you use the c, then that time you use the array symbol. So it is, remember, it is very important to for the string. Then if you use the percent s, then you don't use the array symbol. Okay, then that's it. Now you print your name, printf your name, and also at starting you add /n also, and here you add percent s and print the c. Okay, and semicolon, control s, and now compile this. Now I add my name Bharat and press enter, and Bharat is print. So that is the string. Now we move on to the next slide. Oh, sorry. Now there are some standard library are present for the working with the string. So for that, if you want to work on C programming with the string, then there is a string.h library, and it has the many functions to perform many operation on the string. So for that we add this library in our program, and after that we are able to find, if you want direct pass any string character array into a strlen, then the length of that string is print, and it is fetch the number of characters in that string. After that, if you use the strcpy, then it is create the second string for that. So strcopy is copy a string to another string. Now second is third is strcat, to concatenates joins two string in one string, and no space are there. When you joined two string, then any space are not insert in that two strings. After that, next is strcmp, that is the compare of two string. If string are both string are equal, then it return true, and both string are not equal, then it is written false. Next is strlower, convert string to in lowercase. If any character is in uppercase, it is converted into lowercase. And last is strupper, so it is convert the all lowercase to uppercase. Now we work on that all functions. So we move on to the deep C++. So here first we add the string.h. Include string.h. Now you create a string, read a string. I direct one. Equal to bharat, second is c2 is equal to push semicolon. Now you print this. Now I create the copy string. I create third string also. It is not compulsory that you always create the character, then you copy with comma you add the string, but for the clearance I use this line by line. So C3 and I create a character array, character array with 30 characters. Now I copy the string strcpy. Now you give first string to hold that string and comma second string like that C and copy. Now you print this. %s comma C2 C3 compile and the string is copied into this. Now you add cat concatenate C and C1. Now you compile this and print the C. C2. Bharat and Bhushan. Both strings are combined. Now next is I print. Now we add strlen and give the C. Now I print the %d because strlen is written a number, integer number, so we use the %d here. So I execute this. 13 characters. Now you count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So strlen is written the length of string. Now you convert all lowercase to upper. Now LWR and give it lower note upper UPR, then give the C only, and now here you print the C. And %s. Now compile this. Bharat, all characters are converted into uppercase. Now I type uppercase and convert into lowercase. Bharat, now lower. Now all characters are converted into lower. So that is the all functions of strings. Now we move on to the next slide. Compare. Now to read the direct any string and print any string without unformatted format, so we use the two things in C, that is the getch, gets, and puts and puts. For that I explain in Dev C++. Now here we are using the printf. Now I use puts for that and print any string directly. It is for only the string. This function is only for the string. Now puts and print that. You see that Bharat is print at the output. Now you want to read any string from the user, then you read gets and give C3. Here user read that string using the gets and store into C3. After that we print this string using the puts. Okay, now execute this. Now enter a string BHARAT. Okay, now I print it. That is print. So that is called gets and puts. Now you work on the character by character. So for that you get ch and you create a character only, char v, and you read one character, then get ch is used v, and for print a character we use put ch v. When we work with character, then we use the get ch and put ch. When we work on the string, then we use the gets and puts. Now you run this. A sorry, here are two types of get ch. First is the get ch, which is directly insert as a password. It is not so which character is read, and when we use the get ch, it print the character first, which is entered by the user. After that it store that character. So now I use the get ch for the normal read and print. Now you enter the character that it is print. In previous it is not print. Okay, so that's it. Now I move on to the PPT. Now next topic is function. It is the important topic for the C programmers. If function is used in everywhere, in every programming, what is the function? If function is a group of statements that together perform a task, every C program has at least one function, which is main, which is name is predefined. Name of this function is predefined by Studio Library, and all the most trivial programs can define additional functions. You can divide up your code into separate functions. How you divide up your code among different functions is up to you, but logically the division is such that each function performs a specific task. So a combined definition comes: function is a code of block that perform a specific operation. Function is a code of block that is perform a specific operation. So here are a function declaration tells the compiler about a function name, return type and parameters. A function definition provides the actual body of the function. The C standard library provides numerous built-in functions that you call. For example, strcat is the predefined function to concatenate two strings, memory copy to copy memory location to another location, and many more functions. A function can also be referred as a method or subroutine or a procedure. Now, how it is defined a function? The general form of a function definition in C programming language as follows. The syntax of a function. What is first is return type. I explain in later what is the return type. After that function name. Next is parameter list, and embraces body of the function. Now first you clear what is the function in your mind. Like that you work with a cooler, water cooler, then it have the fan, it have a body, it have the water motor. Then water motor is a function that perform the pumping the water. And second, what is the function in a fan motor, which is give the air to the user. So it have the two function. One is the water pump and second is the air pump. So we combine that pumps in a body, and after that what is the function of cooler, to giving the cool air to the user. So it combined a program. Like that in programming, like we have a many code, different code that is used in future. Like that we create a function like addition function, then we want to add n something, then we direct calling that function, the code is automatically add into the our program. So for that we use the function, because the rewritten of the code is reduced using the function, and the complexity of that program is reduced. So for that we create a function. So now like that we see they said that water motor, for water motor we need a some input and it gives the some output. It needs some input and it gives some output. So if it needs some input as a values, then they call the parameters. If it gives the some output for the next code, next function, it called the return type. If that function is perform anything, everything, and nothing to take as a input and nothing to do as a output to the user for the future use, then we use void symbol there. Void means nothing. So what is the return type? The output of that function if you want to use that in future. What is the parameter list? It is the local variables that store the value if you want to give some input for the user. Okay? Body of function, the code that you perform using the function. So now we move on to the a function definition. Is a C programming consists of a function header and a function body. Here are all the parts of the function. Return type. A function may return a value. The return type is the data type of the value the function returns. Some functions perform the desirable operation without returning a value. In this case, the return type is also is the keyword word. Function name. This is the actual name of the function. The function name and the parameter list together constitute of the function signature. Function name is the most important part of the function. It is the identifier which identify the function. But many times a user give a different name, like that we perform addition and we give the name ABC. Then in future the complexity for the other programmers is increase. Why? Because the name is if you want to perform addition, then the name of function is ABC. How it is find? So for that complexity is not occur in future, you give a proper function name. Like if that function is perform addition, then you give only addition and add anything name that is belong to the code. Okay, next is parameters. A parameter is like a placeholder. When a function is invoked, you pass a value to the parameter. This value is referred to as actual parameter or argument. The parameter list refers to the type, order and number of the parameter of the function. Parameters are optional, that is, a function may contain no parameters. If the body parenthesis of the function name is blank, that it means it is void. You return void and non-return void, it is not. But if you not return the return type, then C is automatically define the integer return type for that function. So if you don't have the return type for that function, that time you must be specified by the void, because you don't specify. By default the C and C compiler gives the integer return type for that function. Now function declaration. A function declaration tells the compiler about a function name and how to call the function. The actual body of the function can be defined separately. A function declaration has the following parts: return type, function name, parameter list. For the above definition function max, the function declaration is as follows. Here integer first int is the return type, means the output is coming into the integer which is sent to the another function and another code. Next is max is the name of function name. Next it have the two parameters. First is the means it have the two value to performing operation. First is int num1, means num1 store the value which is sent to by when we call that function, and that value is have the integer type. And second also same name2 store the second value and it is also integer type. Parameters names are not important in function declaration, only their types is required. Why? Because they are temporary variables. If you use they are used only in function and automatically destroy. So if you create any local variable and global variable, that is same name is not created in a whole program, but you created a parameter, then you create a local and global variable same name in our program. Int max int in function declaration is required when we define in one source file and you call the function in another file. In same should declare the function at the top of the file calling the function. Means if we declare the function in another program and we want to use that function in our program, it is possible by calling that whole program in our program body. Calling a function. How to call a function in our program? While creating a C function, you give a definition of what the function has to do. To use a function, we will have to call that function to perform the defined task. When a program calls a function, the program controls is transferred to the called function. A called function performs a defined task, and when its return statement is executed, or when its function ending closing braces is reached, it returns the program control back to the main program. I explain in Deep C++ also how it is work. To call a function, we simply need to pass the required parameters along with the function name, and if the function return a value, then you can store that function value in a variable. Now we take example for that by transfer this into Deep C++. Here the same it is. I remove this. Now I create a function, addition function. For that, first we declare the function. If declaration and initialization is performed both, then it is not need to declare a definition of that function in different you define function with the declaration. Like that, I declare void add. Here I read int x comma by, then x is equal to 10 and y is equal to 20. Now you create the parameter int a comma int b. You call this function, create this function allSquare. And now int sum is equal to a plus b. Now return sum. So integer value is returned, so add here integer. Okay, now I call this function add, and here I also create the sum1. Sum1 is equal to add and x comma by. After that you print the sum1. Sum %d comma sum1. That's it. Now what is performed here? First I create a function with return type integer, and it take two value as integer value. After that they store into a and b, and after that we create a simple a variable and perform the addition and store result into the sum. After that we return this sum by the function. Then here I call this function. It is the body, it is the definition, it is the declaration of the function. So here you declare int add int a comma int b. That is the declaration, that is the definition, and that is the calling. Here when we call this, automatically the cursor is transferred here. X is converted into a and y converted into b. So the addition of is stored into sum, which is automatically initialized to sum1, and that sum1 is print here. So I compile this. If any error there, I remove this. So result is 30. So here first this line is called, first main function is called, that line is called. After that is initialized. What is the declaration? If we don't perform the declaration, what is the effect? Like that, if compiler didn't know if addition function is present or not, then that time when we call the addition function, it is say addition function is not present, but that function is present here. But in compiler, according to the compiler, it is not present because you don't declare that function. So declaration of function is compulsory for the compiler, because compiler didn't know, then you define that your function outside. For that you declare that. After that compiler finds your program from the outside of this brace. So that is a simple program for the function. Now we move on to the slides. Next is types of function. Types of function. Types of function is using two types. Like first is the predefined functions, and second is user manual function. Predefined functions is also called the standard library functions. What is the meaning of standard library function? What is the standard library. Standard library means which is come with the C compiler, like a studio.h, conio.h. Many files are there which come with the C package. When we like that, you use direct printf and scanf. Where is the definition of printf, scanf? They are stored into that standard libraries. When we call them, the coding is come to that from that standard library, and it is run. So they are predefined. You not define that functions, so that called predefined, and also standard library functions. Second function which create add now in previous example. So it is created by me, by programmer, by user in our program. So that is called the user manual function, user defined function, also called user defined functions. Means which functions coding is predefined, then that called the standard library functions, and which coding is given by the user or programmer in a program, that is called user defined functions. So that is the I create the addition, that is the example of that. Now second type of functions, they are according to the return type and parameters. If a function don't have the parameter or return type, that is called without parameter and return type functions. Second type, if it have only return type but not have the arguments or parameters, that is second type. If it have the parameters but don't have the return type, that it have the three types. And last is it have both return type and parameters. I take an example. So it have the return type, so it have the return type, and it have the also parameter. So it is the four category, both return type and the parameters. Now I create a second void. Here I create the void and I print the value of sum into the function. I cut this and paste here. Now I print the value of sum, so no need to give that value here. I only call this without sum. Now execute this. It is run but without return type. Now third type, it have the integer but don't have the argument. So you cut this. Sorry, someone copy this. Control C and cut and paste it here. Now I create the xy here, so I remove these parameters from here. Now no value is need to pass. Okay, now I run this. Sorry, it is called blank. Compile. What is the error? Sorry, I didn't int. Many changes are there. It is called debugging. Okay, now it is run. Now third is last is both. Now it have the return type, not have the argument. Second is third is not have the return type, it have the argument. Last is don't have the both. So for that, create void here. Remove this. Create the void. Remove this. Call simply. And cut this. And paste there. Now there is no argument and no return type. So I recompile this. Sorry, someone. Here is some. This is 30. So I explain 4 types of functions. Now return to the MCQs. The keyword used to transfer control from a function back to the calling function is switch, go to, return and exit. It is the return. Next is what is the default return type if it is not specified in function definition. See in programming C, what is the default return type? Word, int, float, short int. I tell you that it is the integer. Next is functions can return structure in C. True, false, maybe, can't say. That is the answer is A. True. Forward declaration is absolutely necessary. If a function return a non-integer quantity, if the function call precedes its definition, the function call precedes its definition, and the function returns a non-integer quantity. None of the above. The answer is C. If the function call precedes its definition and function return a non-integer quantity. Next is in C, what is the meaning of following function prototype which empty parameter list? Function can only be called without any parameter. Function can be called with any number of parameter of any types. Function can be called with any number of integer parameter. Function can be called with one integer parameter. So answer is function can be called with any number of parameter of any type. Next is what is a string in C language? String is a new data type in C. String is an array of character with null character as the last element of the array. String is an array of characters with null characters as the first element of array. String is an array of integer with 0 as the last index of array. So what is the answer? Answer is the string is an array of character with null character as the last element of the array. Next is choose a character statement about C string. Char hello ... Character array is a string. Array has no null character at the end. String size is not mentioned. String cannot contain a special character. So first is character array is a string. What is the format specifier used to print a string or character array in C printf or scanf function? I explain it. It is the %s. What is the output of C program with strings? Int main. What is the result? D discovered channel, discovery, compiled error. So what is the result of this? Discovery channel. Next is what is the output of C program with strings? Int main, character, string, glove, globe printf, %str. So the result is V, glove. Thank you very much. The lecture is and today lecture is end. Have a nice day.